What life-changing item can you buy for less than 100? 2 pet ducks. You may be tempted to go for one, but trust me, you need 2. And you will have about 76 left over. They do not tell you this in school, but the ducks in the park are free. Another monitor. Your productivity will increase dramatically. I have 3, but maybe you are right. There is never enough monitors. A nasal irrigation kit, either the electronic pump or simply the squeeze bottles. I started using them both leading up to surgery on my sinuses, and I have not stopped using them since. It takes some getting used to, but the relief and clean feeling is amazing. Make sure you only use distilled water for nasal irrigation. There are horror stories out there of the consequences of running tap water up your nose. Brain-eating amoeba-type horror stories. Or boil the water. Pretty sure that was part of the instruction with my neti pot. And salt as well. AeroPress coffee maker. The thing broke my wife of her 200 monthly Starbucks habit. The unit costs maybe 25 or so. Houseplants. They will make you happy looking after them. I recently bought Tavina's fly trap. She caught her first flight today. So proud. This is so wholesome I could die. I started keeping and growing plants and herbs. And just not killing them feels like such a huge accomplishment. Seeing a new sprout is like a celebration. Now I understand why people have graduations for kindergarten. Rice cooker. That ducker kept me fed during depression when I barely had the energy to get out of bed. Takes less than nothing to get some rice in there and flip the switch. Want something sweet? Throw coconut and sugar in there. Want flavor but can be duck to make anything? Get some Spanish rice or saffron goin. You can throw tofu in there with it if you need. Yeah, it is not the best for you, but hot food is better than no food. Glad you're okay now, dude. Had the same feeling a year ago and a rice cooker was my go-to. Or pot noodles, lol. New pair of socks. If you've ever been wearing the same pairs forever like I typically usually do, there's nothing like putting on a new pair of freshly bought socks. You can totally feel the difference. I never realized today I learned was an adult sadly, but I appreciate the feeling of new socks all the time. I bought a one-back scratcher from an Asian market in town. Best one I ever spent. I bought 2. Bamboo. Very nice. A decent light wake-up alarm clock. Completely changed my mornings. Don't you think I could ever go back to using my phone or a simple alarm clock? Would it help wake up non-morning people like myself? If so, hello fellow non-morning person. I have one of these. It does not help me that much. It might work for you though. If you have trouble getting up or functioning in the morning, and like a nice cup of coffee or tea, an electric kettle with a timer can be a real game changer. Or just getting an electric kettle if you do not have one. Vertical mouse. 20 saved my wrist using it at work all day. It looks odd but it feels so much more natural. I even got a bunch of people at my office to buy one after they tried mine. This was a lifesaver for me. I made a special trip to my office once mandated work from home started in March because I need it. After I got it, I got some weird looks from office mates but started to see them picking them up too. A king-sized blanket for a queen-sized bed. I got a king for a double bed. Best decision ever. The double sheets fit the bed, but I could not snuggle completely under them without curling up. Now, I can hide completely under the duvet stretched out. Best thing ever in the winter. If I pull the covers completely over myself, the bejeeman can find me. Just make sure your foot doesn't hang over the edge of the bed. This post cost me over 400 so far. Wait. Yeah, I'll have money. Sharp knives for the kitchen. I put off buying a whetstone for a long time. Mostly because I was nervous I would use it wrong and ruin my knives. But it's not too hard at all if you get one with an angle guide. Makes chopping stuff up faster. Easier, safer. We bought a whetstone what feels like years ago and it went unused until last week. Everyone in the household is constantly complaining about dull knives and I always tell them, well, we do have a whetstone. To which they respond, I do not know how to use it. Eventually the dullness started to actually bother me, so I spent 30 seconds watching a YouTube video and gave it a crack. Then I learned it had been bothering me my whole life and I just did not know it. Knives are supposed to cut it easily. Holy crap. When I started dating my now wife, I introduced to the concept of sharpening knives and she had no idea that it was supposed to be easy to cut veggies and fruit. A glass breaker on a keychain. Push it against the glass of your car window and it shatters immediately, helping you get out of a car underwater. Broken door, etc. Super cheap and life-saving. In my opinion, definitely a weighted blanket if you have a hard time sleeping at night or have anxiety. They have some at Target for $25 currently. I just use the crushing weight of all my failures instead. Much cheaper. Yeah, but that's the stuff that keeps me up, lol. That is why you have to drink first. Motion sensor night lights. Can tell you how many stub toes or falls they have prevented. Also a cheap intruder alarm. Get a motion activated toilet bowl light. They are amazing. Do not kill your eyes in the middle of the night when you got to pee. Relatedly, a dimmer switch for the bathroom works in the middle of the night, as well as early mornings, as you can gradually increase the brightness to match your current tolerance for the world. Tolerance for the world, you say? Can it remove light? Carbon monoxide detector. Post-it notes are far cheaper. Our landlord is not letting me talk to you, but it is important we do. I feel happy I recognize this. More than 1/10mm socket. Excuse me while I cry. 1/7/16 of an inch at a time. This guy ratchets. Blackout curtains for your bedroom. Changes your life if you want to sleep all day. I refuse to have them in my room after living like a vampire for a few years. Combine it with a wake-up light alarm clock. Block the sun. Then emulate its rise. The future is here, people. May sound simple, but a good pillow. It is amazing the change in body aches and sleep you see when you have a good pillow that fits you. I thought that I liked memory foam and other fancy pillows, but the real life changer for me was a buckwheat pillow. I have sleep apnea, and it allows me to get my head into the perfect position and keep it there comfortably. Before you go out and buy one, please research the pros and cons. They are not for everyone. Consider them if you like a firmer pillow. Occasionally wake up with an itchy neck from lack of support, and want a pillow that breathes well. Someone in the comments has also pointed out that you will win every pillow fight you get into. Downsides are if you shift around in your sleep a lot. You will need to adjust the pillow to fit your new position. Adjusting the pillow and settling in makes a little bit of noise as the buckwheat husks rub against each other, kind of like dry leaves crinkling. Some people are also allergic to buckwheat, but there are other similar fillings such as millet husks. Organic fillings also need to be replaced once in a while, since it breaks down over time. Oh man, did my life change when I got my buckwheat pillow. I tried using the standard pillows but could never find one that was comfy. Memory foam got too hot or would compress to a pancake. Getting used to the noise took like a week or so, but after that, pure bliss. Sunscreen. No skin cancer for me. For anyone that disagrees with this comment, I have had multiple skin cancer surgeries. It is not the scalpel cutting flesh away from your body that hurts the most during the procedure. It is whatever liquid they inject into you to deaden the nerves around the cancer that hurts. The needles do not hurt, but the poop they inject into you is effing nasty. Wear your sunscreen, kids. I am German Irish and had a skin graft on my temple and removal of a lymph node on my chest. My wife convinced me to go. Turns out that I should have been going to the dermatologist the whole time. She saved my life. I would have waited, it would have went from to lymph nodes to my brain and all my lungs, and that would have been end of story. If my wife did not insist, I would not be here right now. So, I get to experience 2020. So, yeah, in all seriousness, I may not be here. Listen to your wife. The end result is I cannot spend more than an hour a day in the sun. I need to wear long sleeves and long pants and a ton of sunscreen even for a short time in the Sunday. What is my motivation? I get to piss off all the people that thought I should be dead. Screw you. I am staying alive to spite you. The only Downside is my beautiful wife slaps on a ton of sunscreen every time I leave the house. I guess living well is the best revenge. Update note 1. Wow. Thank you for all the kind messages. And yes, I am doing well. And yes, I do know my wife is awesome. You all are awesome for all the support. Update note 2. To clarify, the surgeries were covered by my insurance with a copay. The reason I say this was less than a 100 is the advice from my wife was free and the copay for the dermatologist was 10. An air compressor to air up your tires. Got one off Amazon for $30. To add to this, a jumper. Basically a battery in a box that has battery clamps. For jump starting your vehicle. Get one that has a DC-AC outlet so you can use it to power small electronics when you have a power outage at home. I would not recommend combination jumper air compressor units. Would suggest separate jumper and air compressor. Note doesn't hurt to have actual old-fashioned jumper cables too. A 10-foot charging cable. Or a quality pair of shoes. Duck me, I am reading this hunched over with my phone plugged into an impossibly short charging cable. You might consider a USB extender which comes in handy for other things as well. Then you can just plug it into whatever. Do not want to sit at your desk for gaming. USB extender. Now you can sit at the couch and use the coffee table instead of your desk and the TV instead of your monitor. National Park Annual Pass. If you're a veteran with any disability rating, they're free for life. Did not know this. Thanks. Step 1. Throw away all your socks. Step 2. Buy 3-5 packages of the same sock. Step 3. Enjoy life without ever having to match socks again. I used to only have these specific Adidas ankle socks, but they stopped selling them, changed them. It was a very sad day. Your Adidas socks are the poop. A good shop vac. You will not believe how many uses around the house you will find for it. Cobweb removal, water removal, gravel removal, vent cleaning, soot wrap cleaning. After a good scrub, since it is likely dirty from other tasks, car vacuuming, dust sucking. The list goes on. Seriously, if you plan to buy or already own a home, go get a shop vac. My wife said we needed a new vacuum and made the mistake of sending me out to get one. I love my new shop vac. Laughing my butt off. What is the difference between a shop vac and a vacuum? I have not heard of the former before and Google is not helping clear it up. Shop vac can suck up anything with a solid, liquid, a mixture of the two. They can be beat overall. Try vacuuming up broken glass and beer with a Hoover or Dyson and you'll maybe be able to do it once. LOL. Fitted sheet straps. They keep cheap sheets from popping up at the corners. So now I can use soft sheets that do not cost a fortune and my sleep is undisturbed by them popping loose. Greatly improving my quality of life. Condoms. My dad's biggest regret. Womp womp. A basic skincare routine. I am talking like cleanse, moisturize, sunscreen, and if you're really adventurous in need, get yourself a topical for acne or concerns. Amazing for your self-esteem, and also becomes a form of self-care eventually. It is so easy to forget to take care of yourself. I have been thinking about this but have no clue where to start. I highly recommend CeraVe. They use good quality ingredients, and they're not expensive. Their products are easy to find at Walmart, Target, or most pharmacies. I use their foaming cleanser, eye cream, and face lotion. For the face lotion, I actually use their PM face lotion every day. It is nice and light. The one that says daytime on the bottle has SPF but feels kinda greasy and thick to me. For the body, their moisturizing cream, the one in the tub, is amazing. For SPF, my dermatologist recommended a mineral SPF formula from Neutrogena. It creates an actual physical barrier that protects the skin from sun damage. The bottle I use is white and yellow on the outside and says dry formula, which is nice because you don't get that greasy feeling like you do from some sunblocks. If you want to go an extra step or two, I like The Ordinary. Their products are so affordable and good quality. You can order on their website, online, or at Ulta. They have a glycolic acid daily toner that has been a godsend for my skin. I also like their vitamin C and their niacinamide serums. They work to brighten and even your skin tone and reduce acne, breakouts, They have some awesome retinol products which helps reduce the effects of sun damage and aging on the skin. But they're so popular that they're often sold out. That being said, CeraVe just came out with a retinol product and I hear it is good. So my daily routine looks like this. Morning. Wash face. Glycolic acid toner. Vitamin C serum. Niacinamide serum. Face lotion. Eye cream. Evening. Wash. Face. Retinol serum. Face lotion. Eye cream. It may look like a lot of steps, but it doesn't take long, and I really have noticed a big difference in my skin since I started this routine. First aid kit. Similarly, a fire extinguisher. My dad was a firefighter. When my wife and I bought our first house, my dad gave us 6 fire extinguishers, a box of 9 volts, and a life ladder. Man, I miss that guy. I can only imagine the pride on his face as he relishes in the "of course you did" look on your face. Sounds like a great guy and a better father. I hope he is resting easy. Light-hearted. But a pressure cooker. You can get one for around $100, and it can easily cook a genuinely staggering variety of food, and cook it well. Every Indian family uses a pressure cooker. I can say with confidence 99% of Indians use this. I cannot imagine my life without a pressure cooker. It makes rice, meat, lentils, pulses, beans, almost everything in less time.